welcome back. I'm out. Ooh, where is she? Out with Molly, if you just saw that. Got to have her on a lead because we're still in quite a lot of farmlands, a lot of sheep and lambs about. But yeah, I've just started the Limestone Way. We're wanting to do this for a long time now, quite a few years. Yeah, I finally thought, why not? I've got my new chest rig that I was talking about paired up with me Phantom 25. So I'm kind of treating this trip as a test for this setup. This is the setup I want to use on the Robin Hood's Way. So yeah, what better opportunity than to test it on this, I think it's 45 to 47 mile Limestone Way. But as you may have seen from the intro, this first section has been like ridiculous, like no real paths at all. There's like a building site has took over most of the path, so that was really tight and overgrown. The next section, the farmer had literally ploughed all the way to the edge of his field, so there was no real pathway through there either. And all the next 2-3 fields, it's like no one really walks it because there's not even a trodden bit of grass, never mind anything you could notice as a path. So I've been really following the OS map really closely to make sure we don't get lost. So we're following a lovely stretch of river here. Just seen a guy fly fishing about that way. But what a beautiful stretch of river. I rewatched Andy Beaver's video of this walk just to get an idea of where to stop, and I'd already thought in my mind I want to try and do at least half of it. Well, Andy stopped Robin Hood Stride, which is maybe a tad over halfway, but does look an ideal spot because most other places are just pure farmland. So that's going to be a good tab today, that's for sure. So yeah, nice and lightly. I weighed my pack last night, 8 kilograms just over. If you check my Instagram, there is a post, it's a fraction, just a few grams over. And I did get some panniers from Ollie, just not to carry a lot. It was literally not even a kilo, it was just 2 bags of food. All my gear, not really. Yeah, just 2 bags of food, a collapsible like material bowl, and some warm tops to sleep in. But it does recommend that you get them used to them first, and I mean, it didn't even arrive in the post till yesterday, so that's obviously not ideal. So you thought, you know what, I'll add her stuff to my pack. So Molly owes me one for this trip. We're about 3 miles in now, so I'm averaging about 3 miles an hour, to be honest. Something in the bush. And yeah, it's been quite tricky navigating. The signs haven't been too bad, it's just getting to them. Because a lot of the paths, you got the overzealous farmer just ploughing the path away. So once you get to the gate, you don't really know exactly which way to go through the field. I mean, generally the signs point in the right direction roughly, but they're not always completely accurate, so it does make it slightly trickier. But yeah, I can't remember if I mentioned earlier now, but yeah, trail starts in Rocester. passes places, Miller's Dale and Peterdale. Some of it I've actually... Come on, Molly, can you get over? Yeah, some of it I have done before. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, that's a big step. Can you get over there, Mo? I have to lift her through. Come on. Oh, there you go. Good girl. Yeah, Miller's Dale goes past, like high above Lathkildale. We'll get there in the end. Past Matlock, there is actually an alternate that you can, from Bonsall, you can go into Matlock. I won't be taking that alternate, I'm just going to go straight through, obviously stopping over at Robin Hood Stride. And yeah, once you get past Robin Hood Stride, it takes you up to Cave Dale and finishes at Castleton, at the back of Peveril Castle, which is another section I've done before. But for me, my journey won't end there, because I'll be getting the train home, and Castleton hasn't got a train station. So I can either, has Hope got one? I can't remember. It's either that or I can go into Edale. Rams just hustled us out of the field rather threateningly. Woo. Well, the sun might not be firing in the sky, but boy is it warm. Yeah, I've had to strip a layer off. Took the old, I mean, it's only a thin, like grid fleecy layer, super thin, but yeah, sweating like mad. So why do they have to hang around in the middle of the paths? Hopefully, if they chase anyone, Molly will save me. Coming through, coming through, coming through. Mean you no harm. We survived. Where's Mark with his trail stick hiking pole when you need him, eh? To fend them off. No safety in numbers today, just me and Molly. Well, 6 miles in, 2 hours in, keeping up that 3 mile an hour, which is my goal really. I mean, I'm stopping, pausing a few times, slowing down for photos, so I'm quite happy with 3 miles an hour. But the cows are at it again. Come on guys, I've got to get through here. I'm obviously quite interesting because they followed me. They followed me all the way across the field. Fantastic scenery now. Now we're up a bit higher again. Beautiful. And we're on this like farmer's track for the next 1.5 kilometres perhaps. It's hard to work out really, but yeah, no more than 2k I think. Up to, I think it's a place called Blore or something it said on the map. Yeah, I know everything till the camera comes on, honest. Just over here, the beginnings of Dovedale and Thorpe Cloud. This looks like the logs they hid behind in Jurassic Park when the Gallimimus they're flocking this way. That's definitely Dovedale and Thorpe Cloud. You should really be able to tell that now. Fantastic. Can't quite make out. Is there a few people up there? Coming into Thorpe, and the sun's out now. It's even hotter, and I've got my sun cream. And someone please tell me why I haven't actually put any on yet. Probably because I'll just sweat it all off. Well, fantastic. Like a hotel place here. Peveril in the Peak. I just thought it's quite dry. I had a lot of sun. Here we are, Peveril of the Peak. I just thought I'd go up there and just see if I can find anyone, or see an outside tap, and just on the off chance if I can just top up my water. I probably haven't drank as much as I should, but I've drank me soft flask and half of me other bottle, so now we're back filled up. Spot on. Awesome, thank you very much. Well, we're walking around the edge of like a firing range now. No, well, I can't see any flags, I can't even see the flagpole to be honest, so I guess there's no firing going on today. I recognise this spot. I was just thinking to myself, here's water, and this is definitely the exact spot that Andy filmed from, 9.2 miles or something. Yeah, water on the trail. I'm also making all the same mistakes, trying to film way too much. So I'm probably gonna maybe not film too much for a bit, try and smash some miles out. But yeah, half a mile from where I just filled up, there's a good water source, so, but I just didn't want to risk it because it's been quite hot, so I got it from tap. So I mean, I've got my filter, but why miss an opportunity to fill up when you might not get any? You don't know, do you? Well, just passing through Tissington there. Some kind of event going on. There's a big marquee set up behind me. I think the trail goes up past the church, but I'm not quite sure. Let's have a look. Yes, this way. Found this cool old church. Yeah, looking a bit red, aren't I? I'm gonna burning away. Yeah, there's no name on the map, so I don't know anything about it, but yeah, just like abandoned in the middle of this like cow field. Well, just putting on a bit of sun cream, probably too little, too late, but I've gathered a little bit of an audience here. They was all stood in that gateway, and yeah, they've all come to investigate me. Hello. Oh, that's odd, that. Get away. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Buttercup fields. As far as the eye can see in this field. Fantastic, if a little hazy on the horizon. Right, I keep looking up at this old brick building. Got no idea what it is, and I can't seem to see anything on the map. I mean, there's an outline of a structure, but it's not named. I mean, a lot of them aren't, I suppose, but looks quite, I don't know, there's something about it. Looks like it was quite important once upon a time, especially with it being made of brick. I'd assume it's quite relatively new. A lot of the buildings are ruins are like stone, aren't they? So yeah, possible mining perhaps. Yeah, not sure. If you know, in the comments. Harborough Rocks, awesome. I was only up there the other week. There's the trig point, which means the High Peak Trail is somewhere just in front of that. Has it got one more? Oh, I was just talking about the High Peak Trail, and here it is. But we're not following this. I'm crossing over. Another massive cows to pass through. At least these ones didn't follow me. Coming into Grange Mill now. There's like a little garage symbol on the map. So I'm hoping they've got a shop, because it would be, I don't know, I might get some water and a couple more snacks perhaps, just to tide me over. Well, that's another cheeky, a bit wobbly, cheeky little stop. What I thought was a garage, actually it's a public house symbol, and that pub's not actually open. They were repainting the outside. I asked one of the guys roller in the front, I says, anywhere of getting in for some water, or do you know anywhere? And he says, oh, the guy around the back probably sat in his camper, he'll show you what to do. So round I went, showed me to the house, outside tap, disconnect the hose, away you go. Refilled. Who needs a water filter? Just keep asking people till you get water. Why not? Oh, I think I just got to the trail through here. Go on then. Come on. Well, we're just passing through Bonsall disused mines. Yeah, I don't know if it comes out on the camera, but you can see all these little holes and, what do they call them, sinkholes and that. So I think, looking at the map, we're roughly just over 1 kilometre or so, 1.5 maybe, from Bonsall. So we're making pretty solid time really. I mean, I'm happy if I can average the 3 mile an hour, because it's always a lot more difficult on these sort of trails, and just like walking on my local footpaths and trails, I can average 4 mile an hour or just under. But yeah, it's a bit more difficult, especially when you don't know where you're going, and there's like 10 million gates and latches, and filming, of course. I don't film on my local footpaths. No, the more of this mine workings I come by, so many holes everywhere and little piles of what would have been like detritus from the ground. I guess people make you always think that these areas have always looked like this, but this would have been quite a little industrial hub at one point. These mine workings are actually immense. So many little hills and capped off with concrete, either air shafts or perhaps shafts they would have lowered themselves down into to do the mining. I'm not honestly sure, but yeah, for them to be concrete capped off, almost like sleepers they are, yeah, there must be some deep workings still that obviously they don't want people or livestock falling down. Fascinating. Well, shorts and overgrown paths are probably not the one, really. My legs are so itchy now. Nettles and just even the grass and the seed, it gives me a bit irritation, but I am committed now to a life of shorts. I keep thinking not to film, but stunning views from here. Well, that last gate, a bit more nettle stingage, just what I wanted. Yeah, it's got to the point now where I'm just treating it like acupuncture. Yeah, take your mind off any other pains, maybe your shoulders or your feet are a bit sore. Yeah, just walk through some nettles, soon, with shorts on of course, and yeah, soon forget about it. What we got here then? Lead ore house. Well, it's either lead or a house, surely. Ah, excellent. A lead ore house. Yeah, miners used it to store their lead in mined before getting it weighed in, I guess. It does say they stored lead there, not money, but I mean, to them the lead was the money really, because without that they weren't getting any. I keep checking the map, trying to work out how many squares and how long left, because boy, I'm ready for a break. I think I've literally, other than little stops for water, a couple of stops for sun cream, we haven't really stopped. I mean, filming for a few seconds, we've had a lot of micro breaks, which aren't even breaks really. But get to the point, I'm waffling. I reckon 3k, 3 measly k left. 4 max. 3 is probably wishful thinking. Well, I think I worked it out to 2.5, but one of them's a real long diagonal, so that's definitely going to be over the k for that square. But the destination isn't all the way through the next one, so it's going to be close. 3k though, 4k, 2.5 miles. Ready. Just behind those trees is Robin Hood's Stride, my destination. Well, my halfway house. Not quite the destination, but today's destination. Yeah, so one last little climb, no doubt, because they're higher than I am. So, and we're all typical. We're dropping down first before we start the climb, which is sod's law. But hey ho, almost there. Could throw a stone at it now. Another point of interest, Birchover is just past this rise, so I think that hill tree line, that could be where Rocester rocks are in there. I think I've never really been from this angle, but I think Rocester rocks just there, and then that copse of woods, Doltor, I think it's that one, or maybe the next one along. and then obviously 9 Ladies will be behind all of those trees on Stanton Moor. So I think somewhere up here it's got an SPR route on the map and a little blue line, so I'm hoping that means spring, because that little stream wasn't fully 100% behind that. I don't really need masses of water, but I've brought like a little pouch, so I thought if I could fill that, that would be for Molly's food, my food, and I've still got me 2 bottles of water as well. There we go. Nice a bit of flow on this bit here. So I'll find a deep enough spot I can drop me MSR trail shot into, and I'll start filling up. Ooh. Here we go. I'll fill me a little soft flask up as well. So instead of the Sawyer Mini, trail shot. So we can just pop this into the water. Right, let's open the... If I can fill this, that 2 litres should do the whole camp. I want to have water left over for the morning, but this could take some time. I'll edit this. You don't want to watch this for the next 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Invaluable piece of kit though. I mean, I've done really well for water. Been quite lucky meeting people, asking them for water. But I knew I'd have to filter eventually. No getting away from it, and you definitely, if you're doing any long distance stuff like this, massively recommend a filter of some kind, whether it's a trail shot, a Sawyer, though I'd probably recommend the squeeze over the Mini. The flow rate's pretty naff on the Mini. I should have bought the squeeze. I think when I bought mine, I didn't realise there was different ones. I just saw, oh, Sawyer, and bought it. And then realised later, yeah, that's not as good. But them B3 filters, Catadines, or Catardin, depending on your pronunciation, they're pretty solid as well. Though this stream would be a little shallow for that. And Solomon also do a version of the B3. But I've honestly found this trail shot to be probably one of the most versatile. Literally, where it is now, there's probably 2 inches of water. It should be really difficult to scoop with one of these bags if it's a Sawyer. It'd be really awkward even just with a soft flask to scoop it like with the B3. But this trail shot fits in there sweet. Fantastic. I love this filter. So good. Doubles up as a forearm pumper. Don't run away. It's going to attack me instead. Got me water under the flap, and I thought, oh, when I picked it up, I thought, oh, that's made it heavy now. But you know what? This pack is awesome, because you wouldn't know that I just, like the carry of it, like, you wouldn't know that I just put an extra roughly 2 kilos in, because that's what I think roughly 1 kilo a litre, and there's 2 litre pouch. So yeah, even if it's just under, awesome. Obviously you'd probably notice if I'd started with that weight I'd be broken by now perhaps. But just for this little carry, fantastic. Welcome to Robin Hood Stride. Let's check out this cool rock formation. Fantastic. What a location. No one else here. Awesome. I'm going to go a little bit higher up now. But the views are stunning. Spun you around onto GoPro mode. I've decided we're not going to set up just yet. It is a little bit early for a place like Robin Hood Stride. It's probably a little bit of a touristy day out sort of place. But I'm starving, so we're going to cook at the top on the, if I can get this on the shady side. Small gas this time. Don't need them big boy gas. Got Molly's bowl with 2 pre-weighed out dinners for her, one for today, one for tomorrow. Got this the other day. It's the MSR Titan kettle. But yeah, I just wanted something a bit lighter than my aluminium pan with a lid on. This is maybe slightly bigger than I was after, but the lid will increase, well, will reduce the boil time, should I say. And yeah, it might be a bit easier to pour as well. It's a nice snug fit with that lid as well. So somewhere in here we have the mic. Ginger added about lighter, thank you very much. Let's, if you can see, to forgive the angles, I'm filming away from me so I can't frame myself, but I've got it on GoPro mode. Don't like that, do you, Mum? Get that on there. Let's just pop a bit of, ow, that's hot. I think that kettle's about boiling. Hope you can, I just watched that last clip back, so I now reframed, and that was in a good frame as well, but yeah, kettle's about done. Molly's food soaking. I think that'll be hot enough, to be honest. You can hear some big bubbles. Let's open the food. Oh. The absorber is buried. Have to dig around for it. Dig around. The culprit has been found. It was easy with the smaller cup because that literally held the perfect amount. And what is it? 8 minutes or thereabouts. Yeah then, Mo. Want it, baby? Get it in. People might ask, why did you do this? Why walk 25, 26 miles? Why come out when you've got a home you can eat in? But this is why. This is insane. Molly eating, me waiting to eat, but yeah, look, you're cooking outside, everything for the night. Everything you need to live is in this bag. You don't need anything else. This is amazing. Fantastic weather. I'm really glad I've done this. I've been waiting so long to do this Limestone Way. I say waiting, maybe you just put these things off, don't you? But finally on it, finally camping on it. Last day tomorrow, it's only a 2-dayer. But it's fantastic, it really is. I picked up a really cheap jacket the other day as well. I fancied something just a little bit smaller than me. I've got a really thick down jacket, and then I've got the mountain raid jacket. I just fancied something just a little bit lighter. And this, yeah, I got a Peter Storm jacket from Go Outdoors for next to nothing, half price, 60 quid I think. Insane money for a down jacket. Super lightweight, but for this time of year, I mean, I might not even need it at all, but it's like a layer to sleep with really, because I've brought my ridiculous thin sleeping bag. So yeah, we're pushing the boundaries on this camp. I'll go through my setup when I set up, but I'm also gonna do another pack, what's in my pack video as well, to go through literally everything with a fine tooth comb and all that, so you can see everything what I bought, what it weighed. I think I was near a 9 in the end, because like I said earlier, I carried Molly's stuff for her. I was gonna let her carry it, but it's a good job she didn't really, 'cause it's been red hot today. That would have been the last thing she needed, was walking around with panniers on. Can we do that with one hand? Inspect. What about taste test? Still probably another minute or so. Food is eaten. I found a spot to pitch under the trees. Awesome. I'll probably upload this as one video, so there will be a part 2, so keep your eyes out for that. So I'll sign off now, because there's some kids coming, so the peace will be disturbed. So if you watched this far, thank you very much. Thanks to everyone for liking, commenting and subscribing to the channel. Until next time, goodbye.